Rich Bassini from rjbassini.com. Come to you today to do a video on the two types of printers I use and I recommend. But this is my personal opinion. You don't have to take me on that. I just want to share this information with you. The first printer I want to talk about is I have two printers I use. That is the HP-7520 Photosmart printer, and the other one is the Brother HL-2240 laser printer. The reason why I'm talking about these printers today is because I think they're very economically priced right if you're buying used or pre-owned. And as far as like toner cartridges and drums, the drum set head for the laser printer, and even a print head on the 7520 HP is pretty economically priced. And I'm sure a lot of you people out there that buy printers, you do your own research, but I just wanted to talk a little about my printers and what I use to conduct my business on an everyday basis. So I'm going to point my webcam down here, and this is the printer I have right here. This is my, I disconnected the cables and stuff just to show you guys, but this is the HP Photosmart 7520 printer. I don't have it plugged in. I'm not going to plug it in or anything like that, like that right now. As you can see, it's got a lot of nice features. It's got the auto dock feeder over here with the slide, retractable paper feed here. To adjust the paper. It's also a scanner, flatbed scanner. Okay. And I like the features of this here. It's really nice. It's very, the way it closes and opens really nice. It's got the an adjustable screen here. So if you want to move it up and down, you can do that. I always leave it in that position. This does print, fax, scan, and copy, and web. You could send this here if you have an email address. You could set this up with HP. You could email right from here because this is a Wi-Fi printer. You can see it's got the Wi-Fi here. It's got the ePrint. Okay, I don't have it plugged in. I didn't plug, power it on. And it's an Energy Star compliant printer. When you got to change the cartridges, let me just move that out of the way. When you got to change the cartridges, the print head will slide over here, and then you can remove the printer. I'm going to show you on the screen share the cartridges, what it costs, and stuff like that, and so on. What it's going to cost to keep this printer running here, so to speak. It has the removable tray that comes out here. All right, let me just do it. When you pick this up, that thing drops. This tray, what I like about this printer in particular is I had a Sony, I still have it, a Sony digital photo printer, and I figure instead of having all these printers around, let me get a printer that's versatile and that I could just use a printer for everything, all my purposes, as far as like color and laser and all that, the faxing, the scanning and stuff. So what I like with this printer is it has its own separate tray where you could load in 4x6 photocopy paper, the glossy stuff. Of course, I would use the HP brand, which they do sell. And what I like about it, you would put it in here, and the system would auto detect it. So in other words, if you're printing a photo paper, a photo, it would automatically come out here, and automatically pick it up. It detects it, so to speak. And you could also keep your regular letter size paper in here as well. What I like about this printer, it's got the memory slots here for you've got to put your video, the SD cards from your camera. You could put them in there. They fit in there. I think you get two in here. You get the SD and the Duo, and here you got a USB connector here. So if you have a printer, if your camera has the USB cord, you could plug in here and just upload the pictures probably right onto the printer itself, I would think. All right, I could be wrong, but I would think that's the way it would work. What else about this feature? Yeah, and now I just want to go over really quick. I'm going to show you on eBay that they do sell these. They're all moderately priced. As you can see, this one here is really clean, considering. Believe it or not, It's like some dust or something just blew off from there. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, piece of lint. I just dusted it before I put it on here because this one thing with this type of printer with the color, it does attract a lot of dust. And again, you got a little slot here. I'm not really sure what this is. I don't have a user manual. What I wanted to tell you people is that I picked this up at a thrift store, believe it or not. If you look at the condition of it, it's overall very clean. And my webcam is like, it's acting a little funny today. It's really clean. I got this here for 15 bucks. Okay. And on eBay, I'm sorry, first I got to move it up here. On eBay, if you look at some of the pricing on them, I'm going to screen share here, and you're going to see that a lot of these here are being sold for all different prices. Okay. So, well, I opened a couple windows here just to give you, just to get a head start on here. If you look over here, some of the printers, they're all sold for different prices. This one's asking 65. Well, this is the, yeah, that's the 7520. Here's a 5520. Here's one selling for 69. Here's a person selling for 139. It's got 5 people watching it. At one point, I was going to sell this printer because I have a brother printer. I don't know which model it is. It's on eBay right now. I got it listed for $200. But you know what? I like my HP. I'm an HP man, but I do have a brother laser printer though. But I mean, when it came to buying the brother printer, keeping a brother printer, well, this one won big time. It's got a nice big screen. The screen's like yay big, as you can see, display screen. But if you look over here, you can see the prices here. The prices, like this one here is selling for 20 bucks. I don't know, for $20, if the guy's selling for $20, either something's wrong with it. I don't know. That's why I'm going to click this open right now and see. I love the printer I have. Let's see if he says, view, inspect all pictures, will ship. Have any questions, please? It doesn't seem like he's got anything wrong with it. Looking at it, let's see here. Let's see here what he's got. Doesn't really say much here. I'm just trying to see. I can't get this thing to open up. There we go. Oh, looks like it's pretty good condition. Yeah, it looks like it's a nice condition considering. Okay, you're gonna need printing, in cartridges. That's no doubt. Well, seems like it's pretty clean condition, folks, to be honest with you. A little dusty, but good. Yeah, you can see the way it's printing out. It definitely needs ink cartridge. Or that, it has to have a print alignment, or he's got to use the the clean cartridge feature in here. The thing is, I'm not saying sure, but if a person has something that it's damaged or not working properly, you might want to let people know ahead of time. That's why I do videos. If I was to sell this printer, I would do a live video and show you, everything about. I talk about it, whether it works or not. There's something missing. It's broke. It's scratched. It's got, I'd let people know. But over here, okay, so he's selling for, it's gonna be a total like 40 bucks. If you look at the two, he's got $19 and change for shipping here. But anyway, I'm not trying to promote his business. I mean, if he gets it, well, that's all great. I wish him all the best. I'm here to talk about the printer itself and how economical as far as buying stuff. Like I said, you can see they all run at different prices. People selling for different prices: $239, $129, $189. Here's one for $15, not working properly. Okay, well, that's why that's $16. And hey, look at this one here, brand new, $629, factory sealed. Now, if this printer went for that price back in the day, I really got a good bargain because this thing is like brand new for 15 bucks. I can't complain. I'm not complaining, believe me. But that's the most expensive one I've seen for $629. But you can see it. Well, here's another one, $649. So, all right. Well, some of them are $200, as you can see. If you were going to buy one of these here, let's say after you see what I talk about, or if you were looking into a printer, you're going to do your research anyway. If you're going to get one for a cheap price, just make sure you read all the fine print on there. Make sure there's nothing hidden in there and that it works good and stuff. Ask a lot of questions because you don't want to buy something that later on you get it home and that thing's broken, whatever, or it's not working properly. But anyway, so that's the prices of these type of printers. And what I like about the ink cartridges, they're economically priced. I mean, look at this here. Now, I don't know if this is the guy I bought from before, but I think this is, yeah, because I remember getting this here. This might have been the same guy I bought, because the reason I say is because I know I got two cartridges like this here. I got those two cartridges, extra cartridges. I'm quite sure this is the one I got. But look at the prices though, folks. $11.99, fast and free delivery. He's top rated seller. Look at this, you get all of these for $15. Here's some over here for $7.49. They all range of prices. Now this is HP's pricing for theirs, okay? And it is for the 7520, $61. But I mean, for that price, I can get a couple of these for less than that, you know? And let me tell you something. I have no problem with non-OEM cartridges. The only thing I say to people, if you're going to get one of these, type of, if you're going to buy cartridges for people, you know, for other sellers, make sure, I can't stress enough, that it has the chip level in there. Because if it doesn't have that, it's going to come on your print and it's going to, you know, show in, you know, incorrect levels, ink levels. So make sure you always get it with the chip level in it, thing there. That's what you always want. Now this is not bad. This guy for $10.99. So you look at the prices. So like I said, just with that alone, the economic and ink cartridges is good enough. Is good for me. Then the other thing comes. Suppose you got a bad print head. So now they can be a little pricey, but they all run in different. You know, like I said, some of them are in good prices. Some, you know, original branded ones are going to cost you more money. Now, if you look over here again, here's some for $32.98. Okay, 35, 24. Now this one here is no doubt an original HP one. Okay, so look at the price, $72. But let me tell you something. And it's right below is $19. But let me tell you something. To me, some people may disagree with me, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. But for me, I would rather replace the print head, not specifically the $72 one, but I would take a chance on buying this one for $20 if more or less is in Hong Kong. But you know, one that's reasonably priced, and use it in my, and you know, put it in my printer, because for the simple reason is, you've seen the price of these printers. I mean, even to go out and buy something halfway decent like this is going to cost you a couple $100. To me, I'd rather invest it like this one here, the $35 and change for this print head, if the print head went bad on it. Okay, so you know, these are things you got to think about when you're buying a printer. Like, you know, people don't think about it. You say, oh, I just buy a printer, I'm going to get the cartridges. You know, I just got to buy ink cartridges, and that's okay. But suppose the print head goes, right? Suppose the print head goes on these things. Then what do you do? So these are things you might want to think about when you're buying a printer. This is what I do. I do my research on it. I wouldn't buy a printer. You know, I always look at the whole thing. Before I'm investing in a printer, I will do reviews on it, see how good it is, what kind of reviews they got, what the people like it, the pros and cons about the printer. Then I jump into the mechanics of it. Well, you know, I want to find out, you know, like if I had to replace the print head, is it going to be really super expensive? And then I also refer back to the ink cartridges. How much are the ink cartridges going to cost me? You know, we all know on eBay, you're going to get them for a good price. No one's going to pay. I mean, unless you're a person that wants HP branded items, then you're going to spend the $61. For some people, they look at it and say, for $61, it's worth it. I'd rather just get the rate. That's fine. That's okay. Me, I've been buying, since I had all the HP printers I had, I've always bought the non-OEM brand. And you know something? They work fine for me. I had no problem with them. I'm using in this printer. Okay? So I have no problem with that. But like I said, you know, if you're going to buy a printer for your own personal use, for your business use, I want, you know, people might say, I know there's a couple of buyers out there that are sellers, used to say, that just use a laser printer for everything. But I like the idea of scanning documents and having color pictures once in a while. Because like I said, especially if you're going to do photos, you know, you want a printer that's going to print in color. Okay, there may be people out there that want black and white photos, and that's fine, you know. But not me. I like color. But that's what I'm trying to show you. If you look at the prices of the ink, I mean, look at this, $6.95. You know, and people might say, well, how do you know if they're all filled up? These ones here, I found out, like with the printer cartridges I bought, ones like this, you could see they're filled with ink. Because people say, how much ink, you know, you're getting them. That's the other tip for me. When I buy, I try to buy the ones clear like this. Okay? And the reason why is because you could see how much ink is in there. Okay. Now you buy ones like this that you can't see through, or see, you know, it's not a, there's a you know, where you can't view it to see how much ink is in there. Those, I'm not saying to stay away from them, but I like to go with these because when I get them, I can actually see the ink level in there, see how much ink is in there. Okay, so I know I'm going to get some pretty good use out of it. So that's the other tip I do. And the most important is make sure to get ink level chips in them. That you want. You always want to make sure it's got ink level. See here, with ink level indicated chip. Now this guy's selling it for $6.95. Now him, because of that, I would buy off of him. You know, I would buy. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, folks. I just want to put this guy in my favorites there. I mean, I bought cartridges from other people, but I want to add this guy to my my watch list here if I can. Is he ready? Been updated. You purchased. Oh, okay. I already purchased from this guy. Let me see. Let me just see if I can get back here. Oh, okay. I think I already purchased from this guy already. Yeah. Anyway, okay. All right. So I already purchased from this guy. Okay. He must have went down a lot of prices, but that's what I like about them. You can see the ink in here. That's what I like about this here. And you know, the other thing I like too in some of these here, now I noticed some of these cartridges, these people selling these cartridges, that now you can get the refillable cartridges. They're clear, but they don't come with ink in them. So don't get yourself confused. Oh, this guy thinks I'm buying them already. Oh, I don't want to buy them now. Okay. You want to make sure that you're getting, what do you call it there? When you buy those cartridges, you know, they're not included. The ink is not included. But if you see me, if I can get back here, my computer is running so slow today. They have them over here. If I could see it, if I could scroll down here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Here we go, right here. All right, look at the price though. But you know what's nice about it? What's nice about it, these are the clear ones. There might be somebody else selling these here. Let me see if I can get into this here. As far as I know, they don't have ink in them. Well, this guy's just got the picture like that. What I like about you would then in turn buy the cartridge, refillable cartridge things there, the toner or ink, and you could just pop these little things off. I seen a guy do a demo on them, and you fill them up, and you could see the level in there. If these are the clear ones, you could see when to stop filling it. So that's it. But look at the price though. Right, you got 6 people watching it for $22. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think these. Yeah, see, it says 5 refillable empty ink cartridges. That's where you got to look. When another guy wrote this here, he didn't write empty, and it looks like you're getting, you just wrote refillable. So it looks like people might get the impression, oh, I'm getting cartridges. I'm getting these cartridges, and they're going to have ink. No, that's just for the empty cartridge. You're going to get them, you know, empty, of course. So you're going to have to buy your own toner. I should say ink. But anyway, that's that part. So let's go back here again. And I'm going to just shuffle the printers around. And I want to show you the other one I have, the Brother, which I like. This is the one I'm going to show you in a second here. But let me move this over here. I want to get this. I just want to switch these printers around really quick. Okay. And this is the other one I like. I just want to move them around a little. Put this guy back over here. All right. Let's dust this off really quick here. Okay. I move him back here. And this is the other printer I have, folks. This is the other one I use for all my laser printing. It's the Brother HL. Oh, sorry, folks. This is the Brother HL-2240. It's a very basic printer. It's laser. I love it. I had it now. I bought this here, I think, back in 203 or 204. I'm not really sure. It's a nice printer. It's not. It doesn't have the what do you call it? The duplex on it. That has one. The one I just showed you, the HP Photo 7520. That has a duplexer on it. This one doesn't. If you got to make copies or something like that, you would open this little hatch up here, and you would put your paper in there. It goes through, and it comes right back out of here. It's a very basic printer. Okay, it's a very basic printer. They're all ranging at different prices over here, as you can see next to the window. I have the screenshot over here, screen share. You can see. What I like about this printer is if you had to replace the drum in them. On our Brothers, if you look at some of the Brothers, when you got to replace the drum in them, and some of the Brothers, not all of them, I don't know which model it is, you got to like take the thing apart. And That's when I did my research on this one. I said, I don't want a printer where I got to take it apart. I don't know which one it was. I forget which model. I seen on YouTube. And they show you the guys, the technicians, the whatever, PC guys, taking the printer apart, and they're taking screws out. And this, it's like practically taking the whole thing. I don't know which printer it was. I forget offhand. And I said, there is no way I'm going through that to change a print head or the drum. It was crazy. I mean, to get to, there might have been two. A brother, it's an older one brother that you had to change the print head in it, and you had to go through fire and water to change it. Okay, it was a brother. I think it was a brother all-in-one, and then they had another one where you had to change the drum, and it was crazy just to get it out. That's me though. I mean, I don't want to go through that. What I like about this printer here, I'm going to move this down again. When you got to change your toner cartridge, it's pretty cut and dry. You pop this open like this. You pop this out like this, and it's dusty, of course. Sorry about that, folks. And when you got to change your toner cartridge, you lift this up, you push this lever down, and this pops out. Here is the drum. So if your drum goes bad on it, where you're not printing right, it gets bad. This is what you buy separate, and this is the toner cartridge. You put it in here, lock it in, slide it back in the printer, locks in. That's the TN450. That's the standard one. Then you got the TN. That's the S450. That's the high yield one. You're supposed to get, I don't know how many thousands of copies, a couple thousand copies. And you got the TN420. Cut and dry. They even have YouTubes on how to change it. Very easy. I mean, I'm not, people, maybe some people ain't familiar with how to change it, but they have YouTube videos on there on how to change the toner cartridge and the drum. As you can see here on the screen share here, the printers run all different prices. I think this is another one like mine, but mine's all dark. This is like a two-tone here. So is this one, but they kind of reverse the colors here. As you can see, like on mine, it has the gray over here and all the black or whatever dark gray on the bottom, where that one has the black on the top and a dark gray on the bottom. It's kind of like reverse. Here's the same one like mine, $20. Now, I don't know if this is a leftover, new, or whatever. I always, whenever I see prices like that, I always like to check them out to see why is it so cheap. It looks like it's fairly new. Seller refurbished. All right, excellent condition, tested by technician in great looking condition. Excellent for most office. They are good printers, and this guy has a best office. I mean, how much cheaper you know if you say, I'll give me to you for $10, maybe $5. It's a great printer, folks. I'm not doing this as a promo for HP or Brother, but it is a great printer. Mine, I love it. I'm not ever going to get rid of this. As long as I can get toner cartridges, for it, and the drums for it that are readily available, I'll keep this thing until it burns up, until it burns out, I should say. But here's the thing, though. Now, take notice of this, folks. Look at the price he's selling it for, but look at the shipping. Okay? eBay had a thing on it. eBay Radio, I think, was talking about it yesterday about that there. Or no, on Tuesdays. Some guy called in and said about the shipping. And if you're going to charge a price like this, you might as well incorporate it in the whole price. In other words, it kind of looks a little odd here. You're charging $20 and then you got $70 for shipping and handling. You know what I'm saying? Me, if I was to sell this printer, honestly, the condition's like brand new. If I was to sell this, I would probably sell it for maybe, I don't know, 60, 70 bucks. It depends. And then charge reasonable shipping. I mean, that's whatever. I'm not bad-mouthing or anybody. That's the way it is, But I'm just saying, sometimes you got to look out and see. That's why you got to shop around, I don't think that's why a person's not getting anything going on right now. But anyway, I'm not here to critique anybody's listing. I'm just trying to bring a point out. As you can see, they all go for different prices. $94. Here's one for $50. Here's one. And when I bought mine, I think mine was I got mine on sale at Staples, folks. I paid $79 for it. So I bought mine brand new. But you see here, they're all for different prices here, folks. To be honest with you, if I had to buy one, I'd have to really do a lot of research on it because I want to make sure I'm getting something good. I don't want nothing that's been damaged. I want to make sure it's good. And if I had to pay a little extra, like this one for $120, it depends. I would like to look for ones that have boxes, like that are in boxes still. This here, I wouldn't pay $239 for it. I think it's a little too pricey for me. Oh, this has duplex. Oh, it's a 20. Okay, see, that's another thing. Yeah, the 2240 HL-2240D, that has the duplexer in there. That's why that's a little more money. But if you shop around, you could probably get the 24. I just typed in my brand, my model. You could probably get them with the 24D, 2240D with the duplex if you shop around. Okay, but here's the other thing. Now the toner cartridges. Now, if you need all these come with the drum for $57. Now, if you do a lot of heavy output, you do a lot of printing, you're a company that's always kicking out mass producing papers and stuff like that, you're printing a lot of paper out, you might want to get something like this for $57. But these drums, I don't know how long they last. I couldn't tell you. All right, I couldn't tell you how long they last. But you might want to think twice about buying this much. If it was me right now, the way I do my business, I would probably go with this guy. You get the TN450 high yield toner cartridges. I'd probably get this guy from this guy right now, right here, for $9.49. They come in different prices. Like here, again, this is not bad for $15. You get 2-pack. It's not bad for the cartridge. This guy here is selling it 2-pack with the drum set for $19. That's not bad. But you see what I'm saying, folks? How these two are economically fair. Here's one for $6.99. Okay, it's for the 2240 and the 2242D. It's a 1-pack, of course. I always try to get the ones too, like certain companies, like I don't know this guy, E for Ink. He sounds familiar. I might have bought from him before. I'm not really sure, because there's 2 guys I buy toner cartridges from. I can't remember offhand. I got them in my file cabinet, though. I know that. I keep them all that. But you see, like I said, they're economically priced. And if you did need the drum itself, like here's one here for $9.98, $10, right? For the same model like I have. But if you need the drum, again, look at the prices of the drum. $12, $13. That's if your drum goes bad. But I'm just trying to say, look at the price. So here's one here. I don't know if it's an OEM, non-OEM. All right, $6.99, free shipping. Okay. But these are things I look for. That's what I'm trying to say. When you're buying a printer, you want to buy something economically priced. You don't want to buy something where if you were a person, a do-it-yourselfer, you don't want to sit there buying a printer where you got to take it half apart, and if you don't put it back together again, it's not going to work properly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was watching this guy take all the parts out. I can't remember which printer it was. It might have been for a brother all-in-one to change the print head. If you go on YouTube, you might see it. And this guy was taking that thing. He was taking parts off it. Me, I'll be honest with you, watching that guy take that thing apart, there's no way. if a video camera to video document the taking apart process, I would need it, because I wouldn't know where all those screws and parts went. This guy was taking apart. He's pulling screws over here, taking the screw gun there, taking things out, and taking this out, taking that, unclipping this. I said to myself, I'd be confused. All right, I'll be honest with you. I know that thing wouldn't go back together the way it was. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you ever look on YouTube, if you type in changing print head on Brother printers, you'll see what I'm talking about. And they'll have a couple people doing them. Some people may find them easy. Some people may say, well, I don't know what you find to be so difficult about it. I don't. I like simplicity. Like my printer over the HP 7520. If I got to change the print head, when the print head retracts, when a cartridge holder slides up, you take all the cartridges out. You lift the lever, the print head pops out. You got to replace the print head. You put the print head back in, drop the lever, insert your cartridges, boom, bing, bang, boom, and you're done. That's why I like simplicity. If I have to start taking a printer apart to change a part like that, a print head, forget about it. I don't want it. I don't need to deal with that there. I'm not going to sit there start taking things apart, little screws and there are people that will want to challenge that, and that's fine. You could do that if you want. That's up to you. That's your choice. But for me, I like simplicity. So my thing, folks, is on the printers I like, that I use personally, and I think they're good printers. And like I said, I'm not getting any money for this here. I'm not doing this as a promo. You know, I just stand by these products because I like them. The Brother HL-2240, I think, is a good laser printer. It's a very moderately priced printer. I don't think you can still get them now. I think the newer ones now, I forget, might be I don't know, might be that one over there we've seen. They're coming out with new stuff. You know, laser. Look at it. Look at this one here. It's a nice color. It's a color laser printer. I don't know how much that is, but they're coming out with all new ones, so it's really hard to justify. But they're moderately priced as far as if you need a nice compact laser print. I mean, this thing is not too bad. It's about 20 pounds or so, but look at the size of it. I mean, it's not that bad. You know, you can handle it, you can move it around and stuff like that. You know, it's not a bad printer. I love it. I love the printer. I mean, you know, to me, it serves a purpose. It doesn't have the duplex on it. I don't really need a duplexer right now. If I had to print something two-sided, I would just take it out, flip the paper over, pull that little lever down here, the slot there, slide it in there, and I have a two-page thing. That's basically what the duplex does. It just reverses the page so you can print out. Like I said, the HP Photo 7520 has the duplexer on it. I hardly use it. There's really no reason for me to use it right now. I don't need two-page. You know, I don't need a double-sided. To me, that doesn't do anything for me right now. It's nice to have it. If I did need it, if I did need a page that had to be two-sided or one to two-sided, whatever, I could use the HP printer. But for my personal use, this is a good deal. That's all I wanted to share with you guys as far as printers. And if you like what I do with my videos, if you thought this was helpful, a little insightful as far as like, you know, talking about the printers, you want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. Let's have you as a subscriber. If you like what I do with the videos and you want to give me a thumbs up, I'd love to, you know, get a thumbs up from you guys. That'd be great. And also, if you want to comment on any of these printers I talked about, maybe you have different views on them. Maybe you like them, you dislike them. Maybe you had them in the past and they broke down on you. I don't know. Whatever it may be, you can leave it in the comment box, you know, and just share it with us. You know, I'd love to hear from you guys. But thanks again for stopping by and checking out my YouTube channel. And you take care. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.